I'm Brandy.
And I'm Vant. We're here to tell you about and show you some of the incredible stuff happening in the Georgia aerospace industry.
Yeah, you can be a part of one of Georgia's fastest growing, most in-demand career fields.
The aerospace industry in the state of Georgia is top-notch. In fact, Georgia ranks in the top 10 states in the country for aerospace employment.
It's a booming business, so if you're still wondering what you want to do when you grow up, then this is something you've got to consider. You can reach for the sky in Georgia's aerospace industry.
Right now, we're on an airplane taxiway. High-tech planes come off the assembly line from this building behind us and head this way for their first test flight.
Yeah, and it takes a lot of really smart people working together to make that happen. We'll meet a few of them today.
Heather Millwood is a shining example. Not knowing exactly what she wanted to do in high school, Heather now is an aerospace engineer at Robins Air Force Base, and she loves what she does.
Well, when I was younger, I never really thought about how an airplane flies, how does it stay in the air. I just took it for granted. But now, after being in the aerospace industry for several years, it's amazing that those machines are able to fly and that, we're able to keep them flying. Physics was really important in high school, and that was one of the things that also got me interested in engineering, and I just thought, this is amazing. I love this stuff. Whether it be a combat operation, a search and rescue, or just airlifting medical supplies and food to a remote location. I like knowing that what I do touches other people in a positive way. And working in the aerospace industry has given me some amazing opportunities to see some places that I never dreamed I'd visit.
Okay, I'm dreaming of getting my turn in this F-22 cockpit demo. Come on, Brandy, when are you going to be done?
Quit bugging me. I don't want to crash.
Okay, you got 5 minutes. Brandy here is hogging the F-22 cockpit simulator. It's like a super high-tech video game, but every button, every effect you see on screen is meant to give you a real feeling of exactly what it would be like to fly the world's most cutting-edge fighter planes. Engineers had to program this, build this. Engineers like Onika Boyd, who works at Lockheed Martin in Marietta. She's a mechanical engineer. She builds things from nothing. How cool is that?
I've always been inquisitive. Back in the days, I didn't use the word inquisitive, I just called the word nosy. And that was the bottom line. I like to know why and understand what made things tick, what made things happen. I work with people who actually build it together. I work with the engineers who design it, and then I'm the piece that pull it all together. Back in the days when you started taking your elementary science and math class, you always remember asking your teacher, what does this mean? When am I ever going to really use math? When am I ever going to really use science? And you do. You got to take a chance and at least take 1 or 2 courses, and you'll be surprised by what you learn and what you understand, and it'll start to make more sense, and it'll actually be interesting. The best part of it, you can't deny it, there's a good salary that comes with engineering. So you work hard, but at the end of the day, you have a nice income to come home so you can play hard.
Why do I suddenly feel like I'm on the set of a really bad movie remake? Like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids Part 5?
Yeah, but this huge fan behind us has an important purpose. This is a wind tunnel. The aerospace industry uses it to test engines and framework on jets. And here's a chunky bit of information that you may not know. Guess who else uses it? But it has nothing to do with airplanes.
NASCAR! Engineers use the wind tunnel to test the aerodynamics of race cars before they hit the track. A driver can only win the race if the car is fast. It's the engineers who design the fastest car out there and the mechanics who build it that make it possible for that car to win.
This fan can generate speeds of up to 200 miles per hour when spinning up, helping engineers actually see how the air flows over a vehicle surface.
And thanks to thousands of sensors, aerospace workers can measure every single inch of an object, whether it's a plane, a parachute, or a satellite dish. They see where they may be weak and figure out ways to engineer them better.
Now that doesn't blow you away. But hey, let's get out of here before they turn this thing on.
Yeah, I don't want this to go from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids 5 to Saw 5.
I've always wanted to fly since I was a kid. And being a crew member on Joint Stars was a major experience in my life. It was almost like the best video game ever, but to play, you have to know how to fly. And education provided me that experience. Education opened up jobs that I never knew existed. And if you take a look at where we are in the world, we are the greatest aerospace power. There's no doubt about that. And we need to continue to be the greatest aerospace power. And it's not just about world dominance, it's providing support after hurricanes, tsunamis. I have been all over the world. I have seen things that I know I never would have seen any other way if I hadn't been involved in the aerospace community.
Okay, now that you know how cool it is to work in Georgia's aerospace industry, the big question is, how bad do you want it?
If you want it bad, then we've got it really good for you in Georgia's aerospace industry. Here's some tips on what you need to do to get here.
Tell your school counselor you want to work in the aerospace industry. Ask your school counselor about taking more classes in math and science. Attend a summer camp to learn about engineering like those available at Robins Air Force Base. Find out about advanced placement, dual credit, and the Education Career Partnership. And very important, become Georgia Work Ready certified. Learn more at www.gaworkready.org. Here are some other career opportunities you should explore in Georgia's aerospace industry.
You can reach for the sky.
In Georgia's aerospace industry.